What is going on, Laker fans? Thank you very much for being a part of Lakers Talk Daily. Just wrapping up our third week of doing Lakers Talk Daily right here on ESPN LA on our YouTube page. Please subscribe to the channel. Always appreciate you guys being on. Daily content. Monday through Friday, we'll put up Lakers content. And it seems like this week is no different than any other week with the Lakers. A lot of stuff going on with the Los Angeles Lakers. So final preseason game tonight. The Lakers will take on the Sacramento Kings up in Sacramento. We do know that Anthony Davis will not play in this one. He's also not traveling. Precautionary reasons, they're saying, with his lower back. So, he's still expected to be in the lineup on Tuesday. And I don't want to make too big of a deal about this. Let's see what he plays in the regular season, and then we'll make a big deal about AD feeling healthy or not feeling healthy. But the news today is the Lakers are going to use Russell Westbrook off the bench as a test. So I'm going to throw a couple things your way, and I'm going to certainly give my thoughts on this. This is kind of refreshing. I don't really know how to describe it. I know before preseason started, I wanted Russ off the bench. But then they were starting him in pretty much any game that he played. So I just assumed that Russell's going to be there in the starting lineup. And the fact that the Lakers are willing to test this out, he's a 9-time All-Star, obviously a future Hall of Famer. The fact that the Lakers are saying, well, let's try this and see how it works, it's interesting to me. When I say it's refreshing, it's okay, good, we're going to try something different, because seeing Russ in that starting lineup last year, there was never really something that you felt, oh, he's got to be in there. What do you mean you're going to take him out of the starting lineup? How are you going to take Russell Westbrook out of the starting lineup? Look at the way he plays with Bron and Anthony Davis. Look how clean it is. That was not the case. Now, granted, Russ played. He played a lot more games than both Anthony Davis and LeBron. But I like the idea of trying something new. I got a couple things going into this season, so far, and I'm going to get into them in just a second. But for me personally, there's really not anyone after LeBron James and Anthony Davis. Maybe I'll make a case for Patrick Beverley just because he's a dude that plays defense. There's really not anyone that you're saying, other than those two specific guys, that you're saying he's got to be in the starting lineup. That would be a really dumb decision if he's not in that starting five. And I don't think Russ is any different. He doesn't do anything for me that says he's got to be on the floor when that game starts. He also doesn't do anything for me that says he's got to be on the floor when the game ends. But I want to throw this out to Laker fans here real quick. What do you think? You like the idea of trying Russ off the bench? I'm already going to tell you what I think a lot of Laker fans are going to say. They're going to say, yeah, of course. Try the damn thing. By the way, if it's a colossal failure and he's better and the team is better with him in the starting lineup, sounds good. Put him in the starting lineup. But if he comes off the bench and all of a sudden he's more productive, he gets to handle the second unit, Lakers go on runs because Russ is pushing the ball up and down the floor, and he looks more comfortable in that role, fantastic. And if it doesn't work out, fine. At least you know that it doesn't work out. Here's the big question. What's Russ going to think of all this? Is Russ going to approach coming off the bench as some kind of demotion? Is he going to look at it as, how am I, a future Hall of Famer, coming off the bench? This is BS. How is Austin Reeves or Patrick Beverley or one of these other guys starting over me? I'm just naming off guys that obviously could be in that starting lineup. How is that possible? I don't know how Russ is going to react. I really don't. Russ could very well embrace the role and decide that I'm making $47 million this year. And if I want a future in the NBA, I better be able to show that I'm flexible. I can start if you need me to. I could come off the bench if you need me to. If he wants to prolong his career, this is a really interesting test for Russell Westbrook. If he doesn't like it, I don't care. I don't know what to tell you, Laker fans. This is not a let's appease Russell Westbrook franchise. It's not. You want to appease Anthony Davis and you want to appease LeBron James. If they say something, I'm 100% listening. But to appease Russell Westbrook, his production does not justify doing what Russ wants. His production actually justifies, bro, you're a role player at this stage of your career. You're a role player on this Lakers team. And if you cannot accept a role on this Lakers team, maybe it doesn't make sense. Maybe we move on. Even if we don't trade you, maybe it's better for both parties that we send you home and you wait for a trade partner if that comes at some point this year. It's a big test for Russ. This really is. This isn't just Russell Westbrook with the Lakers. This is a question of, can Russ be in the league for 2, 3, 4 more years based upon playing a different type of role? My gut will tell me probably doesn't work out. My gut would probably tell me that it's not something that he will want to accept. That's what my gut tells me. However, I'd rather try something and see if it works than not try anything different at all and then feel like you're already getting the same result. That's what Darvin Ham is here for. You know, I've been mentioning this for a while now. It's his squad. There is no Russell Westbrook does not have the leverage to say, well, you better put my ass in the starting lineup. Darvin Ham has the leverage. He's the one that just signed a 4-year contract. Rob Pelinka just signed a 4-year extension, or at least through 2026. So you can call it, I think it is a 4-year deal. These are the guys that are going to be around for, you know, the next 4 years with the Lakers at minimum. Russell Westbrook is, you got X amount of months left in your contract, and at absolute, the longest is you'd play out the rest of the season on the Lakers, and then that's, you know, that obviously that relationship is over. But that could happen sooner. I saw a tweet from, or I saw somebody quote Woj a little bit earlier today that the Lakers are going to re-engage potentially trading Russ again, re-engage those conversations. So I don't know how it's going to work out, but I love the idea of trying Russ off the bench. And I'm also not one to try to accommodate anything for Russ. What's in the best interest of the Los Angeles Lakers is the only thing that I care about. So, Laker fans, we got a game coming up tonight. Lakers taking on the Sacramento Kings. Final tune-up game, which, to be honest with you, I don't even know how it's a tune-up game. If AD's not traveling, I still don't know yet on Braun and some of these other players. By the time this video comes out, I'm sure we'll have an idea there. But it's going to be tough for the Lakers right out the gate. They're going to have a tough schedule, and they really didn't get to use these preseason games to really figure out what jives well, what players work, and what players don't. You like the idea of Russ coming off the bench, please comment below. Subscribe to the channel here on ESPN LA. You could also subscribe to my channel, Lakers Talk with Alan Sliwa on YouTube, LA. We will not talk to you until Monday, so hope you guys have a great weekend, and get ready for the Lakers to start their season next Tuesday. Thank you for tuning in.